Hello, my peeps, and welcome to another power-packed Phillips podcast. I'm sorry that I'm not there today, although many of you are probably happy. No comments. But unfortunately, my son is still feeling sick.
Oh no!
I think, unfortunately, he had one too many s'mores around the campfire over a 3-day weekend.
Get out!
But I am pretty sure that he should be feeling better by Thursday. So I think this is what you'll be saying on Thursday when you see me.
He's back!
That's right, I plan on being back on Thursday. So let's get to your MSAs for today.
You do not have any homework from the workbook, but please keep working on your new EOC review packet that you should have received yesterday. The new EOC review packet is due next Monday.
I will continue to keep an eye out for week 8 scores that are not in yet. And as long as I'm back tomorrow, they will be tutoring with yours truly, Mr. Phillips, after school tomorrow. Also, homework days will be passed out on Monday and Tuesday of next week. You can exchange the homework tickets for a wristband next Wednesday morning or next Thursday morning in Media 1. The address for today, if you receive a wristband, because you bring enough tickets, because you did enough homework, that's not complicated. The address for today will be next Friday, February 1st. Guys, don't forget, you guys want to pick up a pack of graph paper because this lesson and a few lessons in Chapter 7 are going to require us to do some graphing. So one pack of graph paper should get you through the next couple of lessons.
Alright guys, we were working on lesson 6.7, Graphing Linear Inequalities. So this will be part 2. Just like we did in yesterday's podcast, I'd like you to take a minute. The substitute will give you a piece of graph paper. On your graph paper, I would ask that you draw a coordinate grid. You're going to go up 10, right 10, left -10, and down to -10. So go ahead and do that now and pause this podcast. Please write the inequality either on your graph paper or in your spiral. X plus 2y is less than or equal to 0. Please write that inequality either on your graph paper or in your spiral. First thing we should notice is this inequality is written in standard form. X and y are on the same side. AX plus BY equals C. We should all agree that it is a lot easier to graph the inequality if it is written in slope-intercept form, that is y equals mx plus b. So let's rewrite the inequality in slope-intercept form. First thing I'm going to do is put the invisible coefficient of 1 in front of the x. Remember that 1x or x is a SPY. I'm going to move it to the other side because y is my tornado. The opposite of 1x, or a SPY for the positives, is to subtract 1x. I will cross these out. I will write minus 1x. Maybe I had one too many s'mores around the campfire. I'm going to write minus 1x on the right side. Remember, do not combine these. They are not like terms. Allergies, person who is walking a dog, person who is allergic to dogs. We are going to rewrite the inequality. Bring down the 2y. Bring down your inequality sign. Now I have minus or negative 1x plus 0. I want to get the 2 away from the y because y is my tornado. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2 and all terms by 2. These will cancel. we are left with y all by itself. Bring down your inequality. I have negative 1 over 2x, and 0 divided by 2 gives me 0. Now the question is, do we flip the inequality here? If you said yes, no, we don't flip the inequality. But you divided, Mr. Phillips. Yes, I did. And maybe you had one too many s'mores around the campfire at Blue Springs State Park. Ooh. Sorry, I think I just answered a question in one of the podcasts next week. Anyway, yes, we divide it, but we only flip the inequality if we divide by a negative number. So no, we do not flip the inequality. So we have y is less than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 0. This will be my slope. This will be my y-intercept. We took our inequality that was written in standard form. We rewrote it in y equals mx plus b. Just like we did in yesterday's podcast, we're going to pretend that the inequality is an equal sign. So we're going to pretend that we have y equals negative 1/2 x plus 0. This is our slope. This is our y-intercept. So I am going to do a rise and a run. Remember, this is a negative, so I'm going to end up going down 1 because of the negative sign, and I'm going to run 2 to the right. Our y-intercept is going to be 0, so I will start on my graph right here at the origin and place a dot. You should do the same. Now I'm going to go down 1 because it was a negative slope, and I'm going to run 2. So we will go down 1, run 2, place a dot. Down 1, run 2, place a dot. We have a solid line. Why do we have a solid line? Well, if you remember yesterday's podcast, we said after you graph it, number 1, decide if the line will be solid or dashed. If we go back to today's problem, look at our inequality sign. Because of the equal underneath, we have a solid line. So we are good on the solid line. All right, try to control your excitement. It's not that hard to figure out if it's dashed or solid. Now, we're going to pick any ordered pair that is not on the line. So we said the other day that we are usually going to use 0, 0 whenever it is not on the line. However, 0, 0 is smack dab right here on the line. So we cannot use 0, 0. You can't use 0, 0 because it is on the line. We cannot use 0, 0 because it is on the line. So, how about we try the ordered pair 2, 0. 2, 0 would be right here. It is not on the line. So we said the other day that you have a treasure map, and you are looking for the buried treasure. It's either to the left of the line, or you can think below the line, or the buried treasure is above the line, or to the right of the line. Well, you're guessing that the buried treasure is right here at 2, 0. Remember, you cannot use an ordered pair that is on the line. That's why we could not use 0, 0. So you're guessing that the treasure is right here at 2, 0. What are we going to do next? We are going to substitute 2 in for x and 0 in for y. Notice, guys, that we had a denominator of 2 here. So since, I made a little note here, since the inequality has a denominator of 2, I'm going to use a number for x that's divisible by 2. Since I had a denominator of 2, I'm going to use a number for x that's divisible by 2. So you could have used 4 here, 6, 8, 10. That's going to make our life easy when we're working with this fraction. So let's put 2 in for x, and then let's put 0 in for y. We're substituting and plugging and chugging. Substitute, plug, and chug. So when I put 2 in for x, I have negative 1/2 times 2. Make that a fraction, and then remember we put 0 in for y. I'm going to do top times top, bottom times bottom. Multiplying fractions ain't a problem for most of you. Negative 1 times positive 2 is going to give me negative 2. 2 times 1 is going to give me 2. Now I'm going to simplify negative 2 over 2. That means negative 2 divided by 2. Bada bing, bada boom. That gives us negative 1. So the question is, 0 equals negative 1. Remember, we're going to put the inequality sign back in at the end. So I'm going to take out that equal sign, and I'm going to put the inequality back in. What did I do? I took out that equal sign, and I put the inequality sign back in. So the question becomes, is 0 less than negative 1? Remember, Pac-Man is supposedly eating the bigger number. Is 0 smaller than negative 1? Or you can think of it as, negative 1 is bigger than 0. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. That is false. 0 is not less than negative 1. Negative 1 is not greater than 0. So you thought all along the treasure was right here at 2, 0. But in actuality, the treasure was buried somewhere on this side. So since the treasure is not at 2, 0, because this was false, we shade the other side. The treasure is somewhere over here. We really don't care where. We just know that it's somewhere over on this side. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.